Hey, long time no see. I know, right? How long has it been? A year? I think so. Are you ready? Heck yeah, I've been waiting for this for so long. Same, let's go. Barbenheimer, here we come. Oh my god, weren't those movies great? Yeah, they actually were. Greta Gerwig and Christopher Nolan? Never miss. They really don't. But I think we can agree which one was better. I mean, it's obvious. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have the same opinion, you're probably wrong. I know, right? Barbie was Oppenheimer so much was better. What? Excuse me. What? Excuse me? What? How could you come out of both of those movies and think Oppenheimer was better? How could you think Barbie was better? Because Barbie is the perfect depiction of the kind of feminism we need in the world right now. I'm sorry, I didn't know that the world needed white girl feminism. That's a very simplistic way of looking at it. Well, it's a simplistic movie compared to the complexity of Oppenheimer. Oh please, the only complex thing about Oppenheimer were the white people deciding what POC city to drop the bomb on. And that was a tough decision. Literally, they could have chosen between two countries and they picked the Asian one. Smells like racism to me. You obviously don't know history because Germany surrendered long before they decided to drop the bombs. Well, I don't go to the movies for a history lesson, so you go to them for a spoon-fed feminism lesson instead. We aren't in Texas, okay? Feminism is actually a good thing. And besides, what does Oppenheimer do besides forward the white savior narrative? It's a great character study about a man who gave people the power to destroy themselves, okay? A simpleton like you would never understand. Wait. Understand what? Because from my perspective, every actor in Oppenheimer was trying to win the least understandable dialogue award at the Oscars this year. You're just too dumb to understand it, and also everyone in Barbie was trying to win the most unfunny delivery award. How can you say that when Ryan Gosling exists? Ryan Gosling was mid. You take that back. Absolutely not. He was the perfect himbo. So that's what men are to you, himbos. In the context of this movie, yes, you missed the whole point. And I think you're missing the point. Okay, you know you could cut all the characters from the real world except for America Ferrera and the movie would not be any different. Oh, you want to talk about cuttable characters? Oppenheimer just threw a bunch of people in there for fun. Well, Oppenheimer's acting was far better. You do realize comedy is harder than drama, right? And your cast made that pretty evident because it wasn't funny. You know, just admit that you hate fun. You know, just admit that. There's no shame in that. And why don't you admit that you just hate things that you can't understand? Well, if we're gonna get down to the nitty-gritty of it, Barbie's sets were so much better than Oppenheimer's. I would hope so because it would be so embarrassing considering that Barbie is 50% more expensive than Oppenheimer. Oh well, at least our music is actually good and we got a whole album too. Oh please, your soundtrack album is a bunch of Dua Lipa future nostalgia rejects. Do you really want to attack us for music when Christopher Nolan uses the same synth booming sound in every single one of his movies? Cause it makes sense to use them. But you know what? I'm not gonna argue because at least Nolan's filmography is so much better than Gerwig's. You obviously haven't seen Little Women or Lady Bird. And you obviously haven't seen Inception or Interstellar. Interstellar wasn't even that realistic. Do you know what actually happens when you enter a black hole? You get spaghettified. And Lady Bird was basically Saoirse Ronan being a bad daughter for 2 hours. And haven't they done like a million Little Women already? At least Greta Gerwig works with different actors in all her movies because how many Christopher Nolan movies has Cillian Murphy been in? You can't even pronounce his name right. It's Cillian Murphy. But whatever, okay? Barbie is obviously better. You don't see people dressing up to see Oppenheimer because the quality of a movie is totally based on if people dress up for it. Literally, if Barbenheimer wasn't a thing, no one would see Oppenheimer. Well, if they went for the original idea of Barbie, nobody would have seen that either. You can't even attack the real movie because you can't accept that it's better than Oppenheimer mid. Okay, and besides, we grossed double your box office this weekend because movies live and die by their box office gross. That is exactly what stands of low grossing movies would say. Well, guess who has the higher Rotten Tomatoes score? By like 4 points. Nah. Higher is higher. You're still not winning the Oscar. At least we'll actually be nominated. Ryan Gosling is gonna win supporting actor, okay? Yeah, at the Razzies maybe. Talk about bad casting. You mean like how Cillian Murphy looked like a lost puppy for 3 hours? And besides, Barbie told a great story in 2 hours while Oppenheimer couldn't even do that in 3. You're just jealous because we got more screen time. How is that a good thing? You could have cut an hour from that movie, to be honest. And besides, everything after the Trinity test irrelevant. Why can't you just admit that we're better? Oh, you really aren't. Actually, you're both wrong. What are you doing back here? I'm here to tell you that. I'm gonna stop you right there. Okay, you do realize that whatever movie you say, we're just gonna laugh at you. Yeah, I hope you know that. Oh, you will not be laughing this time. Why? What movie do you think is better than Barbenheimer? Indiana Jones 5. Oh my god, stop! Not Indiana Jones! Not Indiana Jones! Oh my god! Oh my god! Why do I even bother? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, you know Oppenheimer was so much better. Barbie is so much better. I know I keep saying it. On her more complex, movie, did so much better. No, more engaging movies. More have like 9.